Yeah.
Chills?
Yeah, will you record for me, please?
Look, I'll tell you what. No, put it on record and you can use my stand for it. And then it'll just record it.
It's already recording. I don't know how to change it.
We'll just put it backwards. Oh, is it already rolling?
Yeah.
All right, we got Beverly coming up.
Well, I was going to ask that somebody bring a chair up on stage for me, but I didn't want to mess up the setup or anything, so. And I was going to bring an instrument with me, but I was running kind of late, so I couldn't take the time to find my kazoo. I'm actually multi-talented with musical instruments. I play kazoo, triangle, and this old slide whistle. If anybody remembers that, you know, it goes. Anyway, yes, I'm Beverly Chills. I've recently conquered anorexia, or actually crushed it. I already messed it up. I've recently crushed anorexia. Actually, I've actually recently crushed an anorexic girl when I accidentally sat on her. Thank you. As you can see, I don't do stand-up comedy. I am a sit-down comedian. I started sitting down because occasionally I have a problem with my feet swelling. When that happens, my doctor tells me to keep my feet elevated, but be sure to get plenty of exercise. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. I mean, I could put a treadmill on the ceiling, but if I'm laying there with my legs in the air, my husband kind of takes it as an invitation. I mean, yeah, that is a form of exercise, but I can't even do yoga at home because he keeps trying to make it a double downward dog. Now, I see we have a mixed age range here, but I want to tell the younger people a little bit about what to expect as you get older. When you turn 40, your eyes start to get bad. When you turn 50, your knees start to go. I think I'm getting a preview of what's going to go bad when I turn 60. Thank you. Yes, getting older, for women anyway, is a lot like being pregnant as far as your bladder's concerned. Yes, you have to pee a lot, and sometimes you leak. About the time you start buying less period pads, you start buying more pee pads. And you know, ladies, we start out with high beams, then they become low beams, and eventually fog lights. With men, of course, it's the penis. They start out with a cute little spark plug, and then it's like a standard stick shift, because, you know, they're always jerking on the knob. Eventually, it's like a busted radiator hose, just leaking liquid everywhere. And there we are right back at the pee pads. Let's see. Menopause is an interesting subject. Like first, why they call it a pause? Because once that stuff stops, I ain't gonna start it up again. Okay. So, so anyway, let me tell you a little bit about what menopause is like. It's like, I'm gonna need you to put that air conditioner on 60, but bring me a blanket. Yes, I'm menopausal, hormonal, and a little emotional, so I really need you to laugh for me right now, or I might cry. Let's see. I actually had to start using Beverly Chills as my stage name. My real last name is Cannon. But in Fayetteville, there's another Beverly Cannon, and she goes to all my damn doctors. And she used to get my Avon phone calls, and I used to get her pap smear results. Luckily, she's healthy. Who's had a lot of jobs? I have everything from selling Avon to telemarketing. Yeah, that was me calling you during supper, sorry. But I've been fired for most of my jobs, even the ones I volunteered for. Probably because I was always, you know, buzzing. Now I drive for Uber. Nice. But I would never smoke anything when I drive. I wait till I pull over. That reminds me, you know how when you're driving, the seatbelt starts inching up more and more till it's like right across your neck and about to choke you? I kind of like that. Yeah, me and my car have this S&M relationship. It likes to choke me, and I like being choked. Of course, my Uber riders sometimes complain that I slam on the brakes a little too often. Of course, they don't know that's on purpose, or that, I have the music up loud so they can't hear me moaning. I mean, hell, in stop-and-go traffic, I can get off 4 or 5 times a mile. Pretty good mileage. One day you may find me head on into a tree, but I'll have that strap across my neck and a smile on my face. Let's see. At one time I wanted to be a bartender, and I would tell people I wouldn't even mind bartending in a strip joint, as long as I didn't have to get undressed, because no one's going to want to pay to see me naked. Like, I don't need silicone, I need helium. If I try to go jogging without a bra on, I gotta end up with black eyes and bruised knees. And I don't even think I'd need tassels, because I'm pretty sure I could swing my boobs in opposite directions. Yeah. But you know the response I'd almost always get was, "Oh, you'd be surprised what some guys would pay to see." Yeah, that's not really a compliment. Although I have brought some big girls to this place called Sparky's in Fayetteville, so who knows?
You know about Sparky's?
Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I'll tell you a little bit about my husband. He's half Welsh and half Hungarian, so you know what that makes him? Well hung. He had to get a cardiac stress test done, but he's got a really hairy chest, so the electrodes wouldn't stick. So they had to shave a couple little spots, but they made it in sort of like a V shape. So now if you do a close-up on his chest, it kind of looks like a woman's bush from like the 70s or something. He also has a little bit of a problem with dandruff, so my friend told me to give him Head and Shoulders. I don't know how to give shoulders. He said, well, maybe you could use a refresher on the head part. Yeah. I was like, well, you never complained about that when we were dating. He said, yeah, but that was 40 years ago. I said, well, I told you on holidays and special occasions. So you know what he did? Went out and got one of those calendars where every day is a holiday. It was made by Oscar Mayer Hot Dogs, so every day's Wiener Day, so I don't know what he's complaining about. They say it takes balls to get up here and tell jokes to people. I just borrow my husband's. And since our last name's Cannon, they're cannonballs. I did say he was well hung. But I could start a support group and call it Stand Up Comedians Anonymous, or SUCA, SUCA. But we don't really want to be anonymous, so I'd probably change it to Stand Up Comedians Unanimous, but that would make it Suck You. Which my husband would love to hear. Honey, I'm going to suck you tonight.
Yeah.
But he'd probably be pretty disappointed when I left to go to the meeting. I mean, I think he already had it down on his calendar, so. How much time do I have left? Can I keep going or what?
Yeah.
Okay. During the COVID lockdown, my brother took to using a fleshlight. Is everyone aware of what that is?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, anyway, the only reason I bring it up is because he accidentally got it mixed up with this flashlight that had a built-in stun gun. Yeah, a shocking experience to say the least. Although he did say it was a good crab zapper. And I used to always call them numbnuts when we were kids. Now it's true, But they could make an actual fleshlight with the built-in stun gun and call it a hashtag me too. You better get his permission or else. Let's see. You think they use mag lights to make those for African American men? You know, because of the big black shaft of the mag light. I mean, of course, you could put an anus on there instead of a vagina and call it a fet. No, you can't call it that. Of course, you could put Trump's face on it and call it a MAGA light. It'd probably sell pretty good too, because you got the people who are really into Trump and they'd be like, "Ooh, yeah, I love Trump and he loves me." Then you have people who don't like Trump and they'd be like, "Yeah, fuck Trump right in the face." Okay then. All right, I think I'll leave it with that. So thank you very much.
Oh, come on, that was awesome. Thank you so much. You next on that, Chris. We'll get Chris up here. What you got, Chris?
You got us. How do you get this out of here?